Johnny D had 47 seconds to live. The smoke alarms were silent. The security system had crashed. His door was locked. Nobody knew. Nobody could hear. But that stray cat in the garden, she knew. And what she did rewrote fire department reports, shocked scientists, and when the security camera footage was revealed, nobody could believe what they saw. It was 2:47 a.m. Johnny D's mansion was silent, too silent. But something was burning in the basement. The electrical panel. One spark, then two, then a small flame. And then everything. Smoke climbed upward, filled the hallways. The security panel melted. Smoke detectors never sounded. The system crashed. And Johnny D? He was in deep sleep. He had no idea. But outside, on the garden wall, a green-eyed cat lifted her head. Her nose twitched. Her ears shot up. And within 1 second, she bolted to her feet. This story touched millions of hearts. If it touched yours, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, yes, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more incredible stories. Back to the story. Because the clock was ticking. The cat was running. Fast, frantically. To the porch. Slammed into the glass door, locked. Clawed with her paws, meowed, screamed. But nobody came. Inside, smoke was creeping into Johnny D's bedroom. Under the door, silently, lethally. Johnny D's breathing slowed. Oxygen decreased. His brain began shutting down. But he still didn't know. The cat went crazy, ran around the house. Every window locked, every door closed. Flame sounds were coming from inside now, seconds away from glass explosions. And the cat? The cat didn't stop. Side of the house, small bathroom window, half open. One chance. The cat jumped inside, got up, ran. Smoke was everywhere. Her eyes burned, her lungs burned. But did she stop? Number stairs, upward. Smoke thickened. She couldn't see, but she could smell. His scent. Johnny D's scent. Left, right, up, hallway. Flames approaching, ceiling creaking, walls groaning, and that door. That door at the end of the hallway. It was closed. The cat slammed into the door, clawed. Her claws dug into the wood, meowed, screamed, once, twice, 10 times. Inside, Johnny D was turning. His head hurt, chest pain, couldn't breathe. But he wasn't waking up. His body was shutting down. Carbon monoxide poisoning. The silent killer. The cat didn't stop. Clawed, 15, 20, 23 times. Her paws bled. Her fur burned. But she didn't give up, and then Johnny D's eyes opened. But it wasn't right. Everything was blurry, spinning. Couldn't breathe, couldn't move. And that sound, that horrible screaming sound. He tried to stand. Fell, tried again, stumbled, reached for the door, extended his hand, arm heavy, head spinning. But he could hear that sound, that desperate, urgent sound. Door handle. He turned it. The door opened, the cat tumbled inside, fur singed, paws bloody, eyes blood red, chest heaving up and down, and Johnny D saw the hallway. Flames. Everywhere. Ceiling collapsing. Stairs burning. God, his voice failed. The cat immediately turned, started running. Johnny D stumbled after her. Every step hurt, couldn't see, couldn't breathe. But the cat knew. Left, right, down, behind them an explosion. Glass shattered, ceiling fell, heat surged. Johnny stumbled, about to fall, but the cat turned back, rubbed against his leg, meowed, forward, keep going, side hallway, narrow, filled with smoke. The cat jumped, onto the sink counter, then to the window. Outside, Johnny D crawled after her. Threw his hands on the counter, jumped. Window narrow, too narrow, got stuck. Panic rising, no breath, no movement. And then the cat from outside scratched his arm with her claw. Pain, but real. Proof he was alive, Johnny D pushed himself, fell outside, hit the grass, face down, gasping, coughing, Coughing, cuffing. Behind him, a roar. Roof collapsed. Flames shot to the sky. Window exploded. Johnny D was shaking, on the grass, bare feet, burned hands, but alive, and 2 meters away, the cat, sitting, looking at him, chest heaving, eyes fixed. Said nothing, but said everything. The fire department arrived 10 minutes later. Too late. The mansion had collapsed, only walls standing. The rest, ash. Chief firefighter Mark Henderson ran when he saw Johnny D. How did you get out? He was almost shouting. Your smoke alarm didn't go off. Your security system crashed. How did you wake up? Johnny D couldn't speak, just pointed at the cat. Henderson looked at him, at the cat, back at Johnny D. Are you kidding me? She woke me up. Johnny D's voice was hoarse. She saved me. Henderson knelt down, looked at the cat, burned fur, bloody paws, red eyes, and he understood. My God, he whispered. Is she your pet? No, Johnny D coughed. She was never inside my house. She just stayed in the garden every day. I never let her in, never fed her, never even touched her. Henderson was confused. Then why? I don't know. Johnny D's eyes filled with tears. But she knew. She knew. The next morning, fire investigators arrived. Debris examined. Report clear, electrical malfunction. Old panel. Faulty wiring. Security system was on the same circuit as the panel. It was the first to fail. You were lucky, said investigator Rachel Torres, but her face was serious. Normally, in fires like this, victims can't wake up. Carbon monoxide moves too fast. What woke you? The cat? Johnny D was still in shock. What cat? A stray cat. Living in my garden. Torres frowned. That's not your cat? No. Then how did she get inside? I don't know. Torres took notes. What room were you sleeping in? Second floor, end of the hallway, master bedroom? And how did the cat get there? I don't know, Johnny D almost yelled. But she did. And she woke me. And she knew the way. She'd never been inside, but she knew the way. Silence. Torres took a deep breath. Do you have security cameras? 3 days later, the security company called. One of the outdoor cameras had survived. Footage could be recovered. Johnny D went to the office. On the screen, a frozen image. His garden. Timestamp, night of the fire. 2:31 a.m. Are you ready? The technician asked. Johnny D nodded. Play. First 10 minutes normal. Cat sitting on garden wall, motionless. Then, head shot up, ears perked, nose lifted to the air. Timestamp, 2:33 a.m. 14 minutes before the fire started. Wait, Johnny D said. The fire hadn't started yet. We know, the technician said quietly. But she sensed it. Footage continued. Cat jumped to her feet, started running, around the house, hit doors, tried windows, panicked but purposeful. 2:41 a.m. Found the bathroom window, jumped inside. Footage ended. Indoor cameras had failed early. Johnny D stared at the screen, couldn't speak. The fire started at 2:47, Torres said, standing beside him. The cat moved at 2:33, 14 minutes before. But how? We don't know. Cats can detect smoke early, but this 14 minutes is too early. There wasn't even smoke yet. Johnny D shook his head. Then how did she find my room? She'd never been inside. Silence. Torres closed the file. Mr. Johnny D, this is something science can't explain. But let me ask you something. Where was that cat every day at your house? In the garden. On the porch. Sometimes by the pool. Same places every day? Yes. Why? Because she was watching you. Torres looked at him. Which window you looked out from? Which room's lights went off last? What time you went to bed? She watched you for months. And that night, when you needed her, she knew everything. The story spread. News channels called. Scientists asked. Animal behavior expert Dr. Sarah Mitchell came from UCLA. Incredible, she said while watching the camera footage. Cats have a very strong sense of smell, but this is different. She sensed danger 14 minutes ahead. Didn't know the house, but found the way. And risked her life for a human who wasn't even her owner. How do you explain it? A journalist asked. Dr. Mitchell paused. I can't explain it. My theory is this. Some animals can bond with humans without feeding, without touching, just from watching. Maybe that cat watched him for months, formed a bond, and that bond saved a life that night. Another expert, famous animal communicator, David Torres, thought differently. This isn't telepathy, he said on live TV. This is love, pure unconditional love. The cat loved Johnny D without reciprocation, without approval, just loved him. And love creates miracles. Johnny D adopted the cat. Name Ember, born from ash and fire. The vet treated her, paws healed, fur grew back. But the eyes didn't change. Still had that calm, knowing gaze. Johnny D was staying in a temporary home. Small, simple. But Ember was there. Waking up beside him every morning, sleeping in his lap every evening. And Johnny D had never been this peaceful. One night, sitting on the couch, Johnny D turned to Ember. Why? He whispered. I did nothing for you. I ignored you. Why did you save me? Ember meowed, slowly, softly, then rested her head against Johnny D's hand. And Johnny D understood. Because love doesn't look for a reason. Love doesn't search for excuses. Love just exists, and when it exists, it can change everything.
The news spread worldwide. Stray cat saves famous actor from fire. How did cat know 14 minutes early? Science can't explain the cat's miracle. Johnny D went on television, gave interviews, and every time Ember was beside him, in his lap, calm, peaceful. What did this teach you? A host asked. Johnny D paused. His eyes filled. It taught me to look, to really look. For years I was surrounded by people, fans, paparazzi, crew members, but none of them saw me. They just saw a celebrity. But that cat, his voice broke. She really saw me, and I ignored her. For months. She was there every day, and I ignored her. Silence, but she never ignored me. And for that, I'll be grateful forever. Today, Johnny D no longer lives in the Hollywood Hills. A small house by the beach. Ember still beside him. They watch the sunrise together every morning, take walks together every evening. And Johnny D learned something. Sometimes heroes don't wear capes. Sometimes they come on 4 legs. And sometimes they just need you to look at them. Because that cat had seen him. Really seen him. And Johnny D finally learned to look back, and that changed everything. Is this story real? Did the cat really know 14 minutes ahead? Science still can't answer. But Johnny D knows, and Ember knows, and maybe, just maybe, there's someone around you watching you too. Waiting to be seen. Hoping to be noticed. Maybe today, it's time to look at them. This story touched millions of hearts. If it touched yours, share it. Like it. Subscribe. Because love can change everything.